Hello everyone. Today, IPGA Student Forum brings to you a much awaited video where we have with us Miss Monica Talgotra. She has a lot of feathers in her cap, which is difficult to count. But then, with starters, I would like to tell you that Miss Monica Talgotra completed her M.Pharm in Pharmaceutics, bagging the first rank, and she's also a pre-PhD first rank from in pharmaceutics. Later on, she went on to complete her PhD in pharmaceutics as well under the guidance of Dr. Meenakshi K. Chauhan. Today, she'll be answering some of our questions regarding how to write a review article. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. We are extremely grateful to have you here.
Thank you, Jasmine, for the nice introduction. It is like more than I deserve. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank IPGA Forum and especially Abhinav for contacting me and allowing me to contribute towards how to write a review article. So I'll be starting my video by sharing my screen through a presentation.
Okay.
Is my screen visible, Jasmine?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. So I'll be starting with my topic, how to write a review article. So basically the first question comes is, what is a review article? Review article is something which we are gathering the knowledge, existing knowledge. We are not relying upon the new innovation, new research. We are just consuming the research which is already present in the primary source of data over the internet. And we are collecting those data and analyzing and reporting it in our own way. So next slide, we just want to know there are two types of review articles, mini review article and review article. There's a difference between them is mini review article is basically around 6,000 to 10,000 words with 75 or more references, whereas a review article is around 35,000 to 40,000 words. And it varies from journal to journal according to their guidelines. So the basic steps involved in writing a review article is reading, analyzing, and writing. So the foremost step comes over there is reading. So I advise everyone to read as much as article you can, because reading is the foremost step and you will be clear about how you have to write a review article. You need to have a thorough knowledge of your particle and your topic. So you have to read at least 50 to 100 articles on a topic you want to convey your message to. And choose the literature which is not more than 10 years old, because this is the basic reason for rejection in the journals, because we choose the articles that is published ago 15 years ago. That research is already getting old and we don't need that such kind of information. We need the recent information that will be helping us to publish our review article. And then start writing. First, you have to read carefully a thorough knowledge of anything. If you're writing about COVID-19, for example, then you should be aware about how it happened, where it happened, how many people are suffering, how many men and women have suffered, how many men and women have died through it, and which countries have been most affected. You have to know each and everything about it, and then you have to start writing about it. So a reading process is almost like 1 to 2 months you have to give, and you have to be very sure about before writing it. So you have to choose a topic of your interest. The first questions always arise, what topic we have to choose. It is basically based on your need and your thought process, because writing a review article is a long process. It approximately takes around 6 months to read, write, analyze it, and to publish it, more than 6 months also. So you have to be very careful about the topic you are going to choose, because you have to be in thorough knowledge of that topic, because once you send it to the editor into the journal, you might get a revision, you have to resubmit it, and you have to go through a lot of changes in that manuscript once you submit it. So a thorough knowledge is very, very necessary, and you have to gather information through various websites, which I'll be showing in the next slide. And first of all, choose the title. If you're writing about COVID-19, don't be blank about what is COVID-19. You can't write what is COVID-19. You have to be like a physiological impacts on the people or something like that, and then make a subheadings. Because with the help of those subheadings, you will be able to search a particular article and you will be able to gather more information, and that will be really helpful to you. Choose exact keywords and the appropriate words for your article. These are some websites from which you can directly download articles on your stream using different keywords. First is PubMed. thousands of articles are available over there. Google Scholar, you don't have to create any ID password for these website. You can just click on the Google Scholar, NCBI, PubMed, Springer Link, and you can search article on the basis of your topic. Is this tuberculosis, COVID-19 or anything, or you can write a whole topic and you can see the results. You can write novel drug delivery system for the treatment of tuberculosis, and there will be a number of articles coming according to your need. And there will be, according to you can search also article published in 2019, 2018. There's coming a left hand side column in which you can scroll and see which article you really needed, and you can download it later on. So here comes the main part of review article. Review article is basically a knowledge about what you have gained, what you have learned about that topic. So abstract is basically should be around 200 to 250 words. In abstract, you have to include everything. In those 200 words, you have to write about your introduction, your background, your methodology, your result and discussion. What you have been doing in this review article is basis of the abstract. Because of poor abstract, papers get rejected easily. If your abstract is not attractive, is not relying to the journal, it's not fulfilling the aim and scope of the journal, it will get rejected at the first place. So you have to be very careful while writing the abstract. And keywords, you have to choose 3 to 5 keywords according to journals. So keywords would be like if you are writing an article on the novel drug delivery system for the treatment of acne. So you have to choose 3 keywords that will be coming on the Google Scholar when your article get published. So it will be like acne, novel drug delivery, liposomes, nanoparticles. So it will be in a Google search easily. So you have to carefully choose those keywords also. And when it comes to the introduction, you have to mention everything. Like if you're writing something about cervical cancer or disease related article, then you have to mention when this disease happened, which causative organism is possibly playing a role in this disease, and what are the consequences, what are the symptoms, what are the treatment strategies. You need to know everything. What are the clinical trials is going on. Your introduction should be of 1 to 2 page approximately. It can be more than that if you have gathered much information, but you have to present your article into that way. And when it comes to the main body part, it comes all the subheadings you have decided for your review article. For example, if you are writing about the treatment strategies for the tuberculosis, then you have to write the treatment available, current treatment, systemic treatment, conventional treatment, and you have to mention all those advantages, disadvantages over there. And the first and the foremost important thing in writing a body or main article is that include as much as tables, figures you can, because that will attract the journal, because you have presented a data in text form also and the table and figures form also. But make sure you're not copying the data, not exactly writing the same thing which you have written in text. It should be different from the table and figure. You just can mention that table 1 shows this, but you cannot write the same thing in text as a paragraph and then evaluating it in a table form. Then comes the conclusion. You have to conclude your article within 500 words or depends, and you can also include future prospects for your topic also. Depends on your topic. You can explain future prospects related to it. That comes before conclusion. And when it comes to references, basically references are related to journal, it varies. Sometimes it's more than 100 references you need for a particular journal. Sometimes you need only 50 references. But if you choose references, I will request you to kindly consider at least 10 years articles, not more than that, because that will cause a major rejection in your review article when you're going to publish into a reputed journal. So there comes a point when people are confused how to choose a journal. It can be either way. You can choose your journal first and then your topic. You can choose your journal after completing your topic. So there are many indexing according to the reputed journals. There are basically, so I'm going to take only 3 basic indexing, which is very important and which is very considered in all the universities all over India or outside or international. So there are 3 types of indexing, basically science index journals, Scopus index journal, and UGC approved journal. In these journals, actually there are a number of multidisciplinary journals existing, like physical science, social science, life sciences have been categorized according to the research getting published in them. The data getting published in the original form of data is available over these journals. So you can visit these websites of these journals that I'll be showing in next slide. You can visit those slides and you can download the article from there only. So I'll be playing a video. I will be showing different like Science Index journal, Scopus Index and UGC approved journal, because people don't know the website. So I'll be showing a video of how you can search those articles one by one. So first we will go with UGC approved journals. So you just have to type UGC approved journals. For UGC approved journal, you have to create an ID and password, login into it. I have already created, so it's not asking for the same. So you can search directly by title. I'm writing pharma. So you will be able to search the articles. There are 7 articles which come under the UGC care list of pharmacy, and just can click on it. You can look if it is suitable to you or not. You can just read its aim and scope. Always read aim and scope of the journal. It will clarify you that it is related to your article or not. Like it is phytochemistry, chemistry, nutraceuticals. Then comes the Scopus Index journals. Just write Scopus Index journal and you will be able to search a lot of article according to your need. See, there are 41,000 journal, but you can search according to your topic also. There comes a subject area in which you can search and select the area: economics, marketing, ecology, catalysis, bioengineering, anyone. You can just select according to your topic or your need you're going to choose for your topic. So I'll be choosing pharma over here. Yes. So you can see number of journals will appear that are basically highly reputed journal. Impact factor is given about each article. You just click on it and just visit the website and check it out. And this comes the Web of Science. This is the basically about Science Index journal. There are more than 24,000 articles published over here, journals. You can just click on pharmacy and you can see a number of articles are there and journals are there. You can search even basis on their topic. Like I am typing herbal. If your topic is related to herbal, all the search appearances will come related to the herbal, like Journal of Herbal Science, Chinese Medicine, BMC Complementary Medicine. And this is a publisher. Bentham Science is Science Index journal, or UGC approved journal. It is a publisher. You can just search by diseases also. You can search journals also. You can search articles over here also by clicking on the search option. So we'll choose article by disease. Here comes the publication. You can choose journal by title as per your title. See, there comes the anti-infective agents, anti-inflammatory, applied clinical research. It depends on your topic. What your topic is, you can just click on it and just look over here. And by the subject, for example, subject is like if you have nutrition, you have applied analytical chemistry, medicinal chemistry, you just can click on it and you can see the journal which are available, which are Science Index. There I'll choose food and nutrition. You can see the available journals over here and you can click and see what you need for your future preferences. So this comes the manuscript. When we write a review article or a research article and when we have to submit it into a journal, it is known as manuscript. So when we submit a review article or a research article, it goes to the editor of the journal. He or she will decide that it should be published. He will see that it will be fulfilling the aim and scope of the journal. If it is okay with the editor, it will be sent to reviewers. If it is not okay with the reviewers, then it is rejected on the first place. So always keep in mind, select journal according to your topic. If it is nanotechnology, don't put into advanced chemistry, analytical chemistry, because it will get rejected. It is already mentioned in its aim and scope that it is all about analytical chemistry. You cannot put your article named as nanotechnology into a advanced chemistry journal. So when it's sent to reviewer will see your research, your review, and it will get back to you if further review needed. Then you have to resubmit the article by correcting those mistakes. You will get a mail from the editor that you have to make some corrections within 12 days, within 15 days, and you have to resubmit your article. When you resubmit your article, it again goes to the editor and he will check if you have compiled the data, what you have been asked by the reviewer. If you have compiled the data accordingly, if you have provided enough information the reviewer needed, then your article will be accepted. Otherwise, it would be rejected. Then it goes into the publication and it will take around 1 to 2 months to your article to get published and available online over the internet. So the basic questions comes as what is the major cause for rejection. Your manuscript may not fall with the definition of the journal. Like if I have mentioned before also, if a journal named as novel drug delivery system and you just put a chemical synthesis topic into it, it won't get accepted because you have not met the guidelines of the journal. English isn't poor, like you have not properly equipped the English into a fully fledged sentences, and it is poor English, it will not be accepted in highly reputed journals. References are old. This is the major cause of rejection. If your references are too old, like 15 years old research you are putting into your review article, so it will not get accepted. Your major references should be at least 5 to 7 years new research about that. Figures are neither complete nor simple. For example, you have made some figure and you have not explained it. The figure is incomplete, you have not labeled it properly, it will get rejected. Its quality is not good, it will get rejected. So these are the basic major reasons which people face while submitting the review article. And there are some other rejections also, like your fieldwork neglects the other critical research. Like you have mentioned, you are going to explain novel drug delivery system for tuberculosis, but you have fully explained tuberculosis. The novel drug delivery is the minor part in your review article. Your review article will get rejected because you have not compiled the data what you have mentioned in the title. Your title should justify your manuscript, your conclusion, your subheadings, everything is related to your title, abstract. You have to be very careful while writing it. And the conclusion is not supporting the evidence. What you have mentioned in the title or the abstract, it will if you're not supporting it in the evidence, if you're not proving it is the right way, then it will get rejected for sure. And then comes the study ethics violation. Like if you copy someone's data, if you copy someone's clinical research data, animal protocol number, it is a study ethic violation. You will feel you will be rejected because of the copyright issue. You can't copy someone's data or anything. You have to take permission from that particular author. You can mail them, you can ask them, but you cannot copy someone's data. You can write it on your own way, but you can't copy someone's figures, etc. And in anything you have to write it on your own. The analysis not valid means you have not done the analysis properly. You have just made the mistakes here and there and you thought it will be published, but it will not be published. So these are my reviews about how to write a review article. I hope I have helped everyone. And these are my recent publications, treatment and management strategies of onychomycosis, which have been published few days back. And this is my another publication in Elsewhere in a Science Index journal with high impact factor. And this is my another publication on my PhD topic, tuberculosis, which is under publication. It has been accepted by the journal. It is Bentham Science Journal, current bioactive compound. And another article in Bentham Science, it is also accepted. It will be available soon online. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have answered most of our questions.
I hope I was clear to you and I have made it clear to everyone as well.
Yes, like I have nothing more to ask you now. All of the questions I prepared for you are mostly answered in this slide. Like the last and one question I wanted to ask you is like, how has this helped you in your growth? How has this process of writing review articles helped you?
Actually, when I started writing review article, I never thought I'll be able to publish something like this. The first review article I have written in 6 months and it was published around in 8 months. So it was a tedious process and I was frustrated. I thought I will never be able to write a review article again because it is not getting to my requirements, to my needs. There are so many mistakes and I still do blunder mistakes, but I'm learning because of Meenakshi ma'am. She helps me a lot. She helped me a lot in my everything. And the major publication goes to her only because of her I will be able to publish it. And the major part comes is like I have published my first review article in 8 months, and from the past 8 months I have published more than 9 to 10 articles. So I just know how much effort it takes, but it is worth the wait once it is published. These all articles I have put it in December, November. Now they are published and they will be available online within a month. So I know how much energy it takes when it comes for resubmission and everything, but it is worth the wait. Exactly.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. So any one last message you would like to give to the students who are just starting or the students who have just started gaining experience in pharmacy and want to write an article on their own?
I just want to say, just you can write. Anyone can write. People can do wonders if they have writing skills. You just have to be focused, and you have to learn about it first. You have to be, your basics should be clear. What you want, what you will be projecting a journal, because journal is expecting a lot. A journal with high impact factor wants you the latest research. It will not accept even 5 years research, because there are a lot of journals. A lot of people are writing article, and there is a hush need in the hour to publish an article. But it is like,
Hmm.
if you start writing it, you'll be able to do it. It's just a matter of fact that you have to believe in yourself and start doing it, because it is worth it, and it will be helpful in your masters and your PhD a lot. Because people, when I was in my BPharm, I didn't know what a review article is. I have started in my master second year. Now I'm in PhD, I'll be able to. So people who are new are having a lot of opportunities to start doing it when they are in their young age. Until PhD, they can have more than 50 articles. I'm still having 10 to 12 articles. So you can do wonders if you start writing, if you start believing in yourself. It's just a matter of fact that you have to just start it.
Right. So starting is the key here.
Yeah,
Patience along with the basic
patience.
knowledge and just start. Right.
Actually, patience. A lot of patience, I guess. Not even patience. A lot of
Hmm.
patience you need, because it's a whole process of like almost in half an year, and you need to be consistent. You need to be patient, because journal will not reply till 4 months and 5 months, and you will get a mail that it has been rejected, and it is so heartbreaking that you are waiting since 5 months, and the first mail comes as the rejection. But you learn from your mistakes. I have learned a lot why my articles have been rejected, because of these blunder mistakes I have done. I have literally done those mistakes, and I'm still doing those. So I hope I'll be able to just reduce the number.
Right. But then it's a continuous process of learning.
Yes, yes. It is a process
Right.
of learning. It is entire process of
Right.
learning.
Hmm. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. Like, you have answered so many questions. There were so many questions that our participants and our members asked, but you have answered all of them. Thank you so much for taking out time for us.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for having me, and thank you, IPJ Forum. I hope I'll be able to make future contributions as well to you and your team, and to other people in the society as well. Thank you so much. I really owe a grateful nature to you,
Thank you.
and thank you so much. Stay safe
We are
and stay take
extremely
care.
grateful. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, take care.